Hello, welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to do podcasts about mums, and I've done some about the kids, and you can see them on my podcast here. But today we're going to do mums, and I'm going to talk about mums needing patience. So whether you are a mum and you need to be patient and have patience from others, or whether you have a mum and you need to be patient with them. Being patient with somebody is love. That's what it really is. When you're patient with somebody, you're putting them first and you're not giving them a hard time. You're giving them enough time to get to the car without getting all ready with them. Patience is actually a form of love, because when we're patient with somebody, we just stop, let them be themselves, do it their way, and be nice to them. Why you need to be patient with your mum is because your mum's come from another generation. She's not from your generation. She's from another generation. So she's going to have a whole lot of different ideas and values and ways of thinking. Now, they might not concur with you, but you need to be patient and to listen to her and let her have her voice. Because perhaps it's not what you think, and it might even be somewhat critical at times. I just think you need to be patient. You don't have to be responding to everything your mum says. Just let her have it and be patient with her. The other thing is, as people get older, they're not going to be as quick, quite literally. They're not as fast at getting ready. Maybe they walk a bit more slowly. Maybe it takes them a long time to get together before they go to the party. And you need to be patient and not on their back all the time and telling them off. Because as you get older, particularly I'm talking about people with 70s, 80s, they don't do things as quickly, and you need to be really patient with them. They were patient with you when you were 2 years old and took 10 minutes to get to the park because you walk so slowly, and they were patient with you, so it's your turn to be patient. And when your parents, particularly your mum, is sick, you need to be patient with her and not be nagging her or giving her a hard time. I think being patient is actually just often being quiet. You just be quiet and don't hassle them about things. Let them do it in their own way and their own time, and that is love. A lot of people are very, very impatient. Time is a big deal down here and everyone's so busy, busy, busy. But honestly, another 5 minutes waiting for your mum, or sitting in the car because she's not coming to the car yet, you just be patient, and when you get there, you go, "Are we ready?" And she goes, "Yes," and off you go. Try not to be critical as well and be impatient, because that's not going to help your relationship at all. And they're also going to bug you sometimes, the mums, because you want them to be taking their vitamins or go and see the doctor, or have you taken your medication, whatever you're doing. And you're saying that out of love, but try and do it in a patient way. Do you want me to get it for you? Do you want some water? You can do it in a really nice, patient way. I think patience is something also that keeps things calm. So if you're feeling a little ratty yourself and you're a little bit hyper, it's good for you to be patient, keep you from being calm, and it'll keep your mum being calm. Because patience and calm, they're like a slow sort of feeling, and they're a nice feeling, and they're a comfortable feeling, and there's like no pressure. And patience comes with not pressurizing people when we're patient with them. Now, you know if you're a patient or an impatient person, but even as an impatient person, you can still be still and give the person time to do whatever they need to do and be patient with them. This has also got to do with if you have older parents who have the situation where they tell you the same thing over and over again. They might not have dementia, but they might tell you things and you think, "I already heard that. You told me about Auntie Lottie or something." You can be patient and just listen. You don't have to say, "I've heard that," and cut them off. Because sometimes, particularly when people have lost their partner, or perhaps they live on their own, this is the only time they get to speak, so you need to be really patient with them and let them speak, because maybe they didn't speak to anyone very much. The other time to be patient is when they're driving you nuts and telling you what to do and nagging you and harassing you, and mums do this. Maybe they come from love, but sometimes they're just coming from power and control. And there you need to be patient and just let them have their thing until you've had enough. And then go, "I'll go away and think about that, mum," or, "Yep, I heard your mum. Yeah, I'll have a look at that." And then you go and really do what you need to do that you think is best for you, but you be patient with it. Because some parents are very, very nagging and very, very controlling, and it's hard to be patient with them because you feel that at you, at you, at you. So just realise that at the end of the day, when you walk out that room, you can do whatever you want, however you want to do it or not do it. It doesn't matter really what mum says. You just be patient, let her have a say, and she feels better. Maybe you take something from it, maybe you don't, but you're being patient. I think patience is a great thing. Sometimes if you are patient too, it almost slows it down and doesn't, the relationship you're having with them, maybe they're in a bit of a bad mood that day and they're nagging and controlling, while you're just being quiet and patient, sort of slows it down, and then you can maybe bring in another subject or get up and make yourself a cup of tea or go out and water the garden. If you feel you can't be patient anymore and you're going to like really go back at them and you don't want to do it in that way, it's really good to leave the room and go and make a quick phone call, go to the bathroom, then you can calm yourself down and come back in. Not all mums are easy. That's the real truth of it. There's some adorable ones, and then there's some really hard work ones. And they can be very treating you like you're still a child, and you can be 42 years old and they're talking to you about you need to put your jumper on because it's cold outside. So you just take the jumper and say, yeah, okay, Mum, thanks for that. You don't have to fight all the fights with them. You just need to be patient with them. The other thing is that you naturally, if you are a mother, and in my podcast I always do your mum and then if you're the mum, you need to be patient with yourself. You're not going to do it right all the time. You're going to mess it up sometimes, and sometimes you're going to make bad decisions, and you need to be patient with yourself because you're a mother. You didn't get the handbook, unfortunately, and if you do find all the handbooks, they all say different things, so it's very confusing. So you're going to actually have times where you don't do it right. You need to be patient and forgive yourself. I actually think it's a good idea to apologise to the kids and say, I didn't do that very well, I'm really sorry. I probably could have done that better, and I think that's a really big step in your relationship with them as well. But you have to be patient with yourself, because if you're going through a lot of stuff, maybe your mum's been diagnosed with an illness and work's terrible, your relationship with your husband's not going very well, you need to then be patient with yourself that you maybe didn't respond as well as you could. Sometimes it's good for you to have a bit of time out. The kids are getting you down, the family's getting you down, the partner's getting you down, go for a walk. Just having a little bit of time puts you in a place where you can be not saying what you didn't want to, and you're being really patient. So be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Because we're all people, and sometimes we do it really well and sometimes we don't do it very well, and we just need to go back and try again and be patient with ourselves. And it's going to take a long time to change some habits. So if you're a person who's come from a controlling household and you're very easily going to control and nagging because you came out of that, it's going to take a long time to change that behaviour, to nibble it back and stop doing it, because it's going to be your first response. But once you can start seeing that you're responding in a certain way that's how you don't want to be, at least you're seeing it now. Next time you can change it. I feel that we can be better mums, but we have to see what we're doing. And you can also talk to your kids about it. Is there anything that I do that annoys you or upsets you? Tell me, because I want to change it. The kids will tell you. Most kids know what it is that gets under their skin and isn't good for your relationship with them. And if you ask them that, then they'll tell you, and then you have to abide by it. That's the thing, you have to start to change. And sometimes you'll be doing it and then you just laugh and go, like, I'm doing it again, aren't I? And I go, yes, you are. So that's actually progress, in my opinion. So be patient with yourself if you're trying to become a better mum. Be kind to your mum or your stepmum and some of those friends of yours who are actually like mums to you, and be kind to yourself as a mum, because it's possibly one of the hardest jobs to do, being a mum or a dad, because we have different children to respond to, and then we have all our own stuff and we've got all their stuff, and we don't always get it right. But we can always go back and fix it by saying we're sorry and forgive me, I didn't do that very well. It's always pretty much can be fixed, especially if one person, like the mother, will make the concession and say, I really did that badly. Your kids usually want to forgive you anyhow, because for the most part, the kids want you in their life. So good luck with it all, and I hope you have a good week. And I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.